Greetings, greetings. This is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. I'm going to take a brief moment to kind of talk about something that maybe somebody needs to hear. I don't know. I kind of feel like, wow, it's just very profound in my life right now. Whatever. So I come out, I have something to do today. I have a kind of a priority job, and it's a priority because I put it off a couple of weeks ago, and so now I got to take care of it today. And when I got up this morning, I got to do this. And I got to turn this water up a little bit for these poor guys. You can always tell when the electric fence is working. They can't get at the water because the fence is in the way. There you go. All right, so it's April 24th, and we like to have our chickens out on the field as soon as we can, but you got to be looking at the 10-day forecast, and lately it's been a little rugged. We've been having some cold nights, and this is our goal right here. I'll show you, is to have these guys all out on green grass. Their manure is behind them, and instead of that manure going on a floor someplace and me having to scrape it up, it's going directly on the field. So that's a good thing. That's a real good thing. I want that. This black line that you see here is the feed line for their waterer right here. That's a Little Giant fountain. You may think it's kind of small for all those birds. There's 80 of them in here. Nope. So long as it's on all the time, they go to it and they get a drink, and there's never a big jam up of that. So this is my goal today. I want to get the rest of these Freedom Rangers out. We are going to have a little bit of cold weather for the next 10 days, but they can handle it. And the brooder is getting crowded. It's getting crowded. But you can see on this chicken tractor, there's been a modification of these. I put these on last year at the end of the season. This was the last one that I built last year, and you can see it doesn't have a number on it. The numbers, like that one over there, is G5722. So it's generation 5. So this is the 5th design that we've accomplished. And it's something to think about there. Like I'm always saying that you want to fortify your position. So you always want to make things a little bit better. So what was not good about these was the first ones were really heavy. And so you didn't really even want to move them, you know? So you'd have a tendency to, oh, it's too sunny out today. I think I'll let them sit in that spot one more day. So that's not good. These ones come in at under 200 pounds and under about $250. And that's not including labor, you know, just the parts. And they're under 200 pounds because of the way we built them, the way they're designed. I'll show you this one again. But it's pretty heavy base, 2x4s, pressure treated. And then the top is, they were 2x4s, not pressure treated, rough cut. And I slimmed them down a little bit. And then they're sitting on top of electrical conduit that's construction adhesive into the base. So the base is really, really strong. It's got a real strong foundation. And then in the wintertime, they can sit on that pressure treated and there's no problem. It's not a problem at all. Right, so these ones we hope to get many years out of them. And then even at that, this design is good. And if we did have to replace the base, no problem. We still got a lot of usable parts here that we can take advantage of. So, and the design is done so that, hello there, so that the standard size parts that we can find on the shelf work. But anyway, I've got to do a modification to these two before I put them out, before I put birds in them. And that's, you know, I have to put those staves on there. And that was an add-on because the tarp had a tendency to dip on really hot days. And then if we got rain that night, there'd be a pool, there'd be a puddle there. And so it made it heavy and it put a lot of stress on it, and I didn't want that. So I just want these ones, the Generation 5 ones, to be everything that I can put on them. Everything that I can put on them that I've discovered over the years in pastured poultry, I want it done, right? I want them light, I want them cheap, I want them easy to use. Like you can see this one here, the tarp for the wintertime hangs on the side. That's easy. So at the end of the season, I roll it up, hang it right there. Beginning of the season, unroll it, ratchet it down. I got ratchet straps to pull it down tight as a drum. And what that tightness does is it pulls the whole tractor together. It's like it's kind of an airplane thing. So I got to do this mod on here today, and I am so fortunate to be able to come out here with this old girl. Love this truck. I love this truck. Two-wheel drive, 73 F350 with these toolboxes on the back. I got all my stuff in here. I got a vise here to work with. And I was thinking that people need to hear this. I mean, this is one of the goals you work towards in homesteading and farming, is to be able to work and really like what you're doing. Really like it. I mean, it turns my brain on when I have to decide, you know, and prioritize and create and all that stuff. It's really fun. It's just really fun. I really enjoy it. And so, you know, they say if you love your work, you'll never work a day in your life. And I can't say that I've never worked a day in my life, because there was times when I didn't really care for my work, but I had to do it anyway. And I finally kept doing it and got to the place where it was sort of a scale, you know, work I didn't like and work I really liked. And now it's very much work that I like all the time. And even if I don't like the task that I'm doing, it's part of a bigger thing. You know, it's part of a bigger process that someday I'm gonna stand back from and look at and say, oh yeah, okay, I like that. I like the way that came out. Like these tractors right now. I haven't really even looked at this one since last fall when I buttoned them up. And I come out and I look at them and I'm thinking, yeah, that was a good idea. That worked good. That worked good. And I don't see anything on here that I'm saying, no, I wouldn't do that again, because I've winnowed out all the things that didn't work out. And I'm real heavy on the things that did work out. And what I found, like in the airplane business, this is more like older airplanes, fabric covered airplanes. It's more like that. Like it's got to be light. It's got to be strong. It's got to be, well, they don't have to be cheap, but. And so I would stress on this design, you got to maintain them. You got to maintain them. So paint is a magical thing. You know, if I put deck paint on this wood here and it sits outside, it's fine. But if I don't paint it, then it's going to get little creatures in there that are going to make homes and, you know, rot it out and stuff. So yeah, I just thought that would be interesting to see. I've got 3 out here, and then I've got 2 more that I'm going to bring up to speed and get in service but I have plenty of space for the load of chicks that we have right now. These are 80s. We put 80 in them. They're 10 by 12, tarp covered, under 200 pounds, just under 200 pounds, so they're pretty easy to move. And yeah, it's worked out really good. But the point is of my video is I've got myself to a place where most days I really enjoy what I'm doing. And it's not only enjoyable, like if I went out and played golf. I don't play golf, but you know what I mean. If it was something that I just wanted to do because it's fun and stuff, I really don't have fun doing that stuff because it's not productive. You know, this is productive. We definitely see a gain. The farm moves forward. You know, there is a monetary gain which moves the farm forward. Nothing wrong with money. Nothing wrong with money. Although there may be here soon. I don't know. I handled some $100 bills the other day, and I kind of felt like these things don't even feel real anymore. But I passed them on as quick as I could. But this is real. You know, this equipment is real. These chickens are real. And there's very little slippage in between production and the dinner table. And that's what makes it kind of neat. Anyway, I could go on all day. Love my job. Anyone can farm. Get at it.